Connection is the #1 key to winning student engagement.
I think what makes her an amazing teacher is the rapport that she builds with her students, the parents, the faculty.
I think that she has a good way of just clicking with children naturally and just always helping us exceed. And I think a lot of it is she has very good morals, and she implements her morals into our everyday lives.
She really does work on that relationship, that positive relationship with all the stakeholders in education. And I really don't care what research, what philosophers say, kids don't learn from teachers they don't like.
You can have the worst day in the whole wide world, and then when you get into her classroom, it just turns into the best day in the world.
It's always very happy, it's always like a very positive environment, and it's enthusiastic, and it kind of just revs you up, and you're like, I want to do my best because I want to impress her.
We don't care about anything. We just want to stay at home and do nothing, but for Miss Fryman, you want to do everything for her.
They are at this stage of life that's kind of like purgatory. They're not children anymore, but they're not adults and teenagers yet either. They still want creativity. They still want hands-on. I always begin every lesson with some sort of hook, because if they don't have a purpose for it, they don't care.
Notice that like a lot of time with a lot of lessons, especially with my classmates, it's like if they don't see a use for it, then they just won't care and they won't try and put any effort into it. And so like showing enthusiasm and like keeping things like light and happy kind of actually makes people want to work more than if you just say, do this because I said so.
She knows how to keep the students together and not only have them have and meet the expectations, but to grow in the expectations. And the stragglers that are there, she knows how to keep her attention and as much attention as they need at the same time while teaching the class.
I've learned that you need to have a certain skill set in order to do good, and I think a lot of what Ms. Fryman teaches us is teaching us how to build on that skill set.
She challenges you with your skill set and gives you challenges that you don't think you'll ever reach, but then when you leave her class, you end up being better at what you were good at.
If I can have just an inkling of influence on how they choose to make a positive influence, that makes it worth it for me.
It's always something creative and fun and different, and I think that's really cool.
Good job, guys!
My hands are shaking.
You guys did awesome.
Yeah. I gotta go back to makeup, come on.